wasn't dropped. Whoa.
So, we are going into the quarter-final game of 4PL. It is a match between TSLHyuN, who is the blue Zerg in the top right, and he is playing against BabyKnight, who is the red Protoss in the lower left. It is a PVZ. I am SC2 England, and my lovely co-caster is Pewee. Say hi, Pewee.
Hello, guys.
So, from the Protoss perspective, Pewee, what does Daybreak have in store?
Alright, so on this map you see a lot of different funky plays. Like you can see a lot of heavy 2-base all-ins with mainly revolving around gateways, just because it's fairly easy to take your second base. It's very hard to take your third, and the map is fairly big, so you don't see like a lot of Colossus all-ins because they take long to get across the map. So a 2-base is viable, or a 2-base pressure into a third is what I do myself. So it is hard to say just because there's so many different playstyles, but obviously he will go for a second very fast.
And I mean, from HyuN's perspective, he's obviously going to go for that pull first build just to be safe against cannons or anything like this. This is a best of one. Then his third base actually isn't too difficult to take, and even defend with the queen change. Zerg players tend to get 4 queens out early for the creep spread, and really I expect to see HyuN go for around a 4-minute 20 third base in this matchup. BabyKnight looking like he's going to try and delay this Nexus as well. Be interesting to see if he drops a pylon. And to be honest, BabyKnight is currently saving up a lot of minerals, so this may be a Nexus first build.
That is a possibility, or you could wait to no, it is going to be a Nexus.
Yeah, it's going to be Nexus first now, so that is a good little build coming up there. And
gets his natural done.
This is all pretty standard from both players at the moment. I mean, these are two very good players. We see them a lot in Antec attack, both of them. So they're used to. I think they've played each other a few times before, if I'm not mistaken.
They probably have. I don't think we've casted them. I don't think they've seen each other in the Antec attack. I'm sure they played each other a few times.
It should be a really even match actually, which is the best thing. It's
right.
good when someone's lagging. Not quite sure who it is.
I have no lag at all.
No, I haven't noticed any either, so a bit strange. Hopefully it will clear up though. Meanwhile, just having a look down, and we're just pausing the game just to work out what the lag is. We can't actually talk to them, which is a bit of a shame.
No, I'm a spectator. Yeah.
HyuN's getting no lag either, so a bit confused what's happening. It's probably on BabyKnight's side. We'll just wait.
Wait, yeah, like I know I'm not getting any lag, and your voice hasn't gone weird or anything in Skype, so that means you're not lagging. So maybe it's just something to do with him. Maybe his net's been a little throttled.
Someone's been watching too much Netflix.
Yes.
Inside joke. So BabyKnight's going to try. I mean, if the worst comes to the worst and they're still getting lots of lag, we'll just drop out.
Yeah.
Just to try and make sure it's as best as possible for them, because obviously being the players, they need everything they can. HyuN's already got a drone down there ready to take his third, so a 4-minute third actually, and that's really, really early. And how would you react to this as a Protoss Pewee?
I'd be like, well, that's what I was expecting. So it's all completely standard. Fair enough, it is a bit earlier than before. So you kind of know he hasn't really got gas behind this. So you know you're safe to maybe send out the Zala Stalker pressure, or you can do a little bit of like the build that I done against you 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
like,
HyuN's actually being a complete nightmare with 2 Zerglings in BabyKnight's base. He's already picked off a couple of drones. He's already killed 3 drones with 2 Zerglings.
Ooh,
so
that's really good.
That's really good.
One pays for itself, and even the mining time is paid for itself.
Exactly.
Oh,
he's
he's gonna get it.
He's not the miracle Zergling is gonna get away. The Zergling's just like, no, I've got 2 HP. I'm fine.
The thing is, right, this
I have to feel a bit like HyuN's just playing with this now. just putting too much of his time and energy into it.
this should be it. There
Oh,
it is.
it's down.
But that'll actually just really put HyuN ahead, in my opinion. Like things like that can do so much damage when you don't realize it. Like 3 workers killed is actually quite a lot.
I mean, if we look at the working odds now, 28 to 27, and considering the Baby Knight went for a Nexus first build, you'd expect him to be ahead in workers at the moment because the third base for HyuN has only just got up.
Definitely, you should be obviously, well, he's lost 3, so he should definitely be around 34. Like, one of those might have been the scout robe, but still, that's a hit. And then like well, I don't want to know how much he lost then from the mining time, but it's going to be a few hundred minerals at least.
Yeah, and just for anyone wondering, basically what we mean by mining time when we say it is when you pull your workers off to go and, wow, actually, just grab that, 7 get all in from Baby Knight. So there's going to be a lot of pressure for HyuN to deal, and unfortunately HyuN did go for that super early third of 4 minutes, which is going to make this a bit difficult for him.
It is. He's now getting the Roach Warren up, so that's actually a little bit faster than you normally see. So either he's just good with his timings, or the probe has been scouted though.
Yeah, it was from that Overlord. I mean, HyuN's Overlord positioning is amazing. The Queen even being brought forward here, and now that pylon's being dropped. That is a massive tell on its own.
2 pylons, that's cool. There's not enough Zerglings out on the map to actually kill this pylon before the Zealot gets here and kills the Zealots, which is really good. So the pylons will stay up. Warp Gate now finishes. Gateways are now turning into Warp Gates. First pylon now finishing. Second pylon now finishing. Queen is being attacked as well, which is taking extra damage than it needed to.
And we've got a Spine coming down here for HyuN, and to be honest, HyuN is flooding units now. But there's so many Zealots there. That is not fun, because even the Roaches won't be able to deal with that many. And
go attack down the third.
Some Roaches getting caught out here as well, taking some free hits, and this is not fun at all. All of the drones being pulled into this battle as well.
And more Zealots coming in.
And, I mean, I think that's the right choice, getting mainly Zealots here.
Yeah. Well, he's fighting with drones at the moment, so that is really good. After this, I would say start opening some more Stalkers, because Roaches are in production, and the ledge is now finished, but there is no speed in production, so he can kite Roaches for a while.
Exactly, and I mean, to be honest, the Roaches are out now for HyuN, but he's already lost 17 workers, which is pretty significant, and there's still another wave of Warpins about to come through.
Ooh, and that's a little bit bad control there by Baby Knight. He took a lot of damage on the Stalker and let them die. We have some sentries being warped in now, so he's burning the rest of his gas. We're gonna have some sentries.
And there's some good force fields, and that's letting the Zealots completely engage those Roaches. More Roaches are popping though, and it looks like the Stalkers are actually being focused down at the moment, which I think is a good choice, because then the Roaches are going to be able to clean this up really, really easily.
Well, once you kill the Stalkers, the Roaches can kite the Zealots.
Exactly. And still more Roaches in production. All of the Zergling production has been cut, and one more Stalker is back in, but one Stalker against that many Roaches isn't going to be good. And critically, HyuN still has this third base, but some good force fields there.
Yeah, the Stalker is about to get target fired. Nope, he's going for some sentries instead, actually. And they have no energy, there's no point really.
I know they have no energy, but the Stalker is now down. Another Queen being brought into this fight. The third base still up for HyuN. Although
really impressive.
That is about to go.
Yeah.
At long last.
Goes down.
And losing the Queen's quite a big loss as well, but more Stalkers coming in. This is actually really close. HyuN's doing a great job of holding it so far, but I feel if he's not careful, he's about to get overwhelmed.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that was a bit of a tipping point. He's lost the Queen as natural, so he's a bit low on injects, and of course, he only has one Queen now.
There's also a lot of Zerglings coming out, but all the drones are being pulled, and that was some amazing force fields there, and that's pretty much game there for Baby Knight.
He's forcing the choke between the Queen and the hatch with the force fields, which is really sick.
That was an amazing play there by Baby Knight.
And then the last force field goes down and completely stops all the reinforcements.
And even if HyuN does hold this, he has lost 36 drones.
He's dead now.
He's dead. It's 16 to 32 workers in favour of Baby Knight, who all in.
Yeah, and Baby Knight's obviously he's able to outproduce his opponent, so he's just going to keep warping in, and there's just nothing HyuN's going to be able to do to stop it. Unless he had 5 spine crawlers in his main,
which he doesn't.
Nope.
And he's also run out of gas completely. He's not even mining any gas because he doesn't have any gas geysers in his main.
Oh god.
So he can't make Roaches, and if you can't make Roaches, and he doesn't even have speed on his Zerglings, so this is not fun times at all, and I expect a GG any second from HyuN.
Play.
So,